Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another this or that video. Today's video, you guys, I am very excited to be filming and sharing this with you because we have kind of a story time to kind of like talk about and share with you before I actually move into talk about the specific products that we have here today. But just to brief you and let you know, today I am going to be talking about the Maybelline Superstay mattings right here, and I have another lipstick formulation which is very similar in terms of like specific colors, like these two specific colors that I have from the Maybelline Superstay mattings, which is Ruler, that's the pink one right here, and Amazonian, which is the nude brown right here. So I have two other lipsticks from like one other specific brand which are very similar to these two specific lipsticks right here. So yeah, that's what we're going to be comparing today. You could call it, you know, a dupe video if you would like to. These are definitely color dupes. In my personal opinion, they are not formula dupes. So I will be telling you how the formulations are different when it, you know, like comparing the two different formulations and showing you two lipsticks, basically one from each brand, which are very similar. They're basically dupes in my personal opinion in terms of the actual colors, and why I am specifically so excited to dupe them essentially. So first of all, in case any of you are new here and you don't know this, I am cruelty free when it comes to my skincare purchases, my hair care and body care purchases for the most part. So I want to say 95% cruelty free, and when it comes to my makeup, I am not like essentially like officially cruelty free, but for the past 1.5 years, almost close to 2 years, I would say now. I mean, we're close to 2 years at this point. I am trying to make choices which are more cruelty free when it comes to makeup as well, so only purchasing from brands that are cruelty free. And for those of you who don't know, Maybelline is not cruelty free. So even though I absolutely love these two specific shades, I love the formulation as well of the Maybelline Superstay mattings, but because they aren't cruelty free, it makes me a little bit nervous to support them, to recommend them, to repurchase them even for my own self. But these two shades are so beautiful, you guys. I do want to swatch each of them. So Amazonian, which is number 70, is a beautiful nude brown, and this is basically like the perfect nude brown, to be honest. Like for my complexion, it is kinda similar to what I have on my lips right now, but I want to let you know this is not what I have on my lips right now. But yeah, the formulation of these is also absolutely amazing. I'm sure it's not a new formulation, you know, most of you have already tried out the formulation as well, so you would know that it's this sort of like tacky, you know, you can like pour your lips together like this, and it's a little bit you know, it has a sticky tacky feel to it, but it does dry completely matte. It's supposed to be super duper long lasting, doesn't fade easily. It does give me butthole lips, I'm going to be very honest. It's got a beautiful smell also to it, which I really like. I don't always look for that in a lipstick, but this one is great. I also want to show you the other shade, which is one of my favorite bold you know, darker pinks. This is Ruler from the same range. So yeah, this is a great formulation that I really like in general. But again, like I said, I have been looking for a cruelty free alternative for these. So yeah, let me share with you kind of what that is, and also then talk about the formulation, etc. So basically, the story time that I wanted to share with you is that I had gone to a local beauty supply store near my house to buy something totally different, and I did go there. I picked up what I wanted to, and when I was moving towards the checkout line, there is like another section right there where you find the Miss Claire lipsticks, and I have been wanting to try the Miss Claire, what is this called, matte power lip color, the new liquid lipsticks. I mean, they're not new anymore, but they are newer, and they are the Miss Claire liquid lipsticks. So I have gone there prior as well to kind of try out these lipsticks, and I have never been able to find them. Like there are a couple of shades that are available, but those are not particularly my shades, and sometimes they have kind of a stock issue as well, where they don't get stock that quickly, so there's a turnaround time, you have to wait for them. So I was lucky on this particular day because I asked the sales rep, because I mean, I recognize her, I've seen her a couple of times in the store. So I asked her that, do you have these lipsticks in stock? And she was like, yes, we just got some stock a while back, so why don't you check it out? So I was like, okay, fine. And then she started showing me shades. She was asking me, what kind of shades do you want to see? I was like, nudes are my go-to, show me what nudes you have. And then she started swatching the shades on my hand, and there were these two specific shades that jumped out at me, number 06 and number 08. So number 06 is basically this shade right here that she swatched on my hand. And you guys, when I saw it, I was like, this instantly reminds me of my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, the brown one. So I'm gonna swatch it on my hand and show it to you. And I'm also gonna insert a picture on the screen, because a couple of days back so let me complete the story first. So I swatched 06 on my hand, and she also swatched this pink right here, which is 08, which I'm gonna swatch in my other hand with the other pink. And I was like, these like instantly remind me of my Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks. So I decided to pick both of them up to kind of take them home, compare them if they're similar or they're actually like the same. So I picked up both these shades. I came home and I was like eagerly dying and waiting to swatch them on my lips, swatch them on my hands, and compare them. So a couple of days back, I actually did swatch like half and half lips. So for example, let's compare these two first. We have Maybelline Amazonian, and we have 06, which it also says Good Vibes. I think that's probably what the shade name is. So I compared these two on my lips, where I did one half of like my upper and my lower lip, that was the right side, with the Miss Claire, and then on the left side I did Maybelline. I want to show you that this is what the two look like on my hand. We have Maybelline on this side, and we have Miss Claire on this side. Yeah, this is Miss Claire and this is Maybelline. Can you see how similar they look? And again, like I said, I will insert a picture on the screen of what the two half of my lips look like the left side and the right side, and you can see how similar they are on the lips. And I mean, in my personal opinion, they look the same. In fact, I wore these two that particular day, like the whole day, and we did go out in the evening. So I asked my mom that does it look like I have two different lipsticks on my lips, and she was like, no, it looks the same. I'm like, exactly, they look the same. So this is what the other two look like. So we have Ruler from Maybelline, and we have Miss Claire 08. So this is 80 and this is 08. So yeah, I know, I just wanted to quickly share that detail too, that literally even the numbers are like ulta pulta basically. So yeah, that is what these two look like on my hand. And I will insert a picture again of like half and half. Right side is Miss Claire, left side is Maybelline. You can see in the picture how similar the two look. And I do want to say one thing, that when you first apply like Maybelline on one side, Miss Claire on one side on your lips, when you first apply it, like when the lipstick hasn't completely dried, Miss Claire looks a little darker and Maybelline looks a little lighter, but the Maybelline ones do dry a little darker as compared to when you first apply them. So when you first apply them, they might look like Maybelline's, the Maybelline ones are a little lighter and the Miss Claire ones are a little darker, so they might not really actually look like dupes. But when I took this photo, I took it like 5 minutes or so after applying them, and at this point they had completely dried. So they dry, and once they dry, they look identical. When they haven't dried yet, the Maybelline ones do look a little lighter. So do keep that in mind just in case you're wondering. But yeah, I don't think anybody could tell me that these don't look identical. Like, I don't think that is possible. So yeah, this was the particular colors that I wanted to compare with you, share the story and all of that. Now let's talk about the formulation and how the Miss Claire formulation compares to the Maybelline one, because I do have to say that this is where the difference lies. The formulation is not identical, it's very very different. They're different in terms of how comfortable they feel, they're different in terms of how the finish looks as well. And I have worn all of these lipsticks individually on their own as well, to where I can compare them and tell you how I feel about them. So the Maybelline ones are pretty, I've again described what the formulation is like. It's a little bit tacky, they dry really well, they can give you butthole lips as well. So that's something that you do need to keep in mind. But apart from that, they are very very long lasting. In fact, I also feel that they're a little bit difficult to remove at the end of the day, especially like the pink as compared to the nude is definitely a little bit harder to remove. I feel like every single time I wear it, I am not able to ever completely remove it. The nude, I still feel like I can. The pink just always has to like leave some remnants in like the lines of my lips or something like that, and that's something that I just have to deal with at this point. It's something I'm used to. But yeah, that's what the Maybelline formulation is like. Now talking about the Miss Claire formulation. The Miss Claire formulation is very very different in my opinion. It's a little bit more liquidy, not as moussey and creamy in terms of texture and feeling when you're applying it on the lips. And it dries to a more, I would say, powder matte finish. If you've ever tried out a liquid lipstick that has that powdery matte finish to it, that's what this one dries like. It's very very comfortable, feels pretty much lightweight. You cannot feel this on your lips at all like once it dries. I don't find it to be very drying either. Like for me personally, I don't have super dry lips, and a lot of lipsticks don't generally dry my lips out, even if they're liquid. Like they might be described as drying by other people, I don't personally feel them to be drying. So do keep that in mind, that you might find them to be a little bit more drying if you have dry lips. I don't have dry lips, so I can't comment on that. But for me personally, they are super lightweight, not drying, have a powdery matte finish that I really like, because it kind of gives you that weightless feeling too. So I love all of that about that. But I do have to say that the one con, specifically with the pink, that is the 08 shade, is that I have noticed when I wore it that it did kind of bleed and smudge like the edges of it. I feel like did like smear a little bit. It got a little messy, and I would not necessarily feel super comfortable wearing this out. Like I love wearing these kind of shades when I'm filming, and I think on filming days I'm totally fine. I could just clean it up, before I sit to shoot a video or something like that. But this is something that I would not feel confident wearing out without a lip liner specifically, and I'm not a lip liner person. So just for the sake of one liquid lipstick, I would not want to just buy a specific lip liner and go through the extra trouble of doing that. So yeah, I would not necessarily wear this out, especially with like a glam outfit, or like if I'm going out. I would not want to wear this, because then I have to constantly be worried, constantly be looking in the mirror if it's bleeding or smudging or looking messy. So that is one con that I want to like mention specifically only for this shade, which is 08. I don't know if this problem exists with other bold shades, like they do have some reds and stuff in the line as well. I don't know if you would experience that with this. And I did try out this one first, so I was a little concerned that the 06 shade, which is the nude, would also have the same problem. But I am pleasantly happy and surprised to tell you that the nude doesn't have the same issue that the pink one has. So this one I was actually very very happy with. Overall, in terms of the longevity, in terms of how well it lasts throughout the day. I don't need to do any touch-ups. I don't have to worry about it smudging or smearing or anything like that. So this, I can tell you, is definitely going to be like one of my favorite everyday go-to lipsticks to wear to office, and it is one that is quickly going to become like one of my top favorite lipsticks in my collection. So I love that, and I do wanted to share that this has to be my favorite out of the two when it comes to the Miss Claire lipsticks. So yeah, that is that. Overall, I think those were all my thoughts to share. I shared with you how this all happened, the story, the swatches on my hand, the lip swatches, the individual formulations, the comparison between the shades, all of that. At the end of the day, if you ask me which one would I prefer, I have to say that I do prefer Miss Claire over Maybelline, just because of the cruelty free aspect, first of all. Second of all, I do have to say that I'm gonna still continue looking for good dark pink lipsticks. I don't see myself repurchasing the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Ruler because it's not cruelty free, but I don't think that the 08 shade could be a replacement for me. I mean, I do love this lipstick on its own, and I might even repurchase it and continue using it, but I'm not confident wearing this out. So if I ever want to wear a dark pink out and have like a glam makeup look and go out with my friends, or like, you know, for a special occasion, wedding, any of that stuff, I am still on the lookout for you know, a dark pink that I could be confident wearing out, that it's not gonna bleed. I'm going to tell you there are some contenders out there, and if you're interested to know what they're going to be, do let me know, because then I could maybe do like a dark pink lipstick showdown and like compare different lipsticks. But yeah, in terms of the dark pinks, that's where we are at. But in terms of the nude browns, I definitely have to tell you that again, Amazonian will not be repurchased because it is going to be replaced by the Miss Claire 06 liquid lipsticks. So yeah, out of these two, I definitely prefer this over this. And in terms of these two, I mean, we're gonna have to find a third one that can beat both of these, which is cruelty free and that does not bleed. So yeah, that's gonna be that for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, found this helpful. I was so excited to film this video, and I really hope that, you know, you guys enjoyed it and found it as fun, as informative as I think it's gonna be. So yeah, if you did like it, leave a comment down below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. But I'm gonna see you in my next video. Also, before I end this video, this is the last video of Everyday May, and I'm so happy that you know, Everyday May went so well. I could post all of these videos. Of course, I'm pre-filming this, but I know that I have all of the content out for Everyday May, so I'm really looking forward to you know, you guys' response overall in general, which of course by the time this video goes up, I would have already received the response. So yeah, excited to do everyday videos you know, the rest of the year too. Not throughout the year, but we will keep, like, you know, doing this every couple of months maybe. So yeah, if you guys actually enjoy this, then we will continue doing stuff like that for the years to come, and definitely in the next few months too. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Thank you so much for all of the love and support, and yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you in my next video. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.